Hello everyone and welcome. This is going to be a short Zodiac's messages looking into what would bring you more peace that is in your control at this time, okay? So again, remember to receive what resonates, release what doesn't. If you're interested in more content, I do have a Bloom Patreon membership that's linked below. Let's go ahead and begin. Okay, so for Aries viewers, highest and best messages, what would bring Aries viewers more peace at this time? Whoa! Okay. Only gonna take one. Alright, we have count your blessings. Okay, so Aries, even if you're frustrated, even if it feels like things are not going the way that you planned or the way that you desire them to go, you know, in order to have more peace, the message coming through here is to focus on what is going well, to appreciate, you know, what is, you know, what you love in your life, okay? And when you do that, when you focus on that, you count your blessings, especially if you like write them down and you have like a kind of a gratitude or appreciation practice, raises your frequency and it tells the universe, hey, I would like more of this, please, right? And so counting your blessings is almost like a spiritual protection for keeping your inner peace, right? And then also raising your frequency. Okay, so let's go ahead and see for Sagittarius. What is going to bring more peace for Sagittarius? Okay, we have laugh at your demons, okay? So when this comes through, you know, you might be in a lower frequency at this time, Sagittarius. You might have a lot of anxiety, a lot of fear coming up at this time. Sit back, observe your thoughts, kind of separate yourself from them. Okay, and bring in laughter, bring in humor, okay, because it seems like there's a lot of illusions that are playing out in your life right now, so it's important to kind of question those thoughts that come up, because sometimes that can be lower frequency influence, and to bring humor and laughter into your life, okay? That is something that's going to take the power away from anything that has been bothering you at this time, is to have, you know, bring some humor in here, okay? That's going to help bring in some peace of mind. I remember one time I read that if you have some sort of a voice in your mind, like let's say it's your ego voice, or let's say it's a very critical, judgmental voice, that to take that voice and put it in the context, or give it a funny voice so that it doesn't have so much power over you, that you take your power back. So, you know, you give it a voice that you find to be hilarious, and then no matter what that voice is saying, you know, it makes you laugh. Okay, so that's something that you can do to bring yourself more peace. That if there's that inner critic, or, you know, in coaching we call it the gremlin, right? That inner gremlin, you can kind of give it a funny voice that will make you laugh. So think about a character that makes you laugh and give it that voice, okay? So that's what I have for you, Sagittarius. Let's go ahead for Leos. What would bring Leos more peace at this time? Okay, we have admit your vulnerabilities, Leo. Okay, so this is about getting closer to you. Getting closer to you, getting through, you know, kind of moving through that ego and getting to your soul, getting to your heart, admitting your vulnerabilities, how you're truly feeling, and loving that, okay? Loving that part of you, loving that softness, okay? When you do that, there's great courage within that journey. Okay, so definitely with admit your vulnerabilities to yourself, it brings you closer. It brings you more strength. It brings you more courage, you know, with that lion energy. And it also shows you certain areas in your life, or like where you could, you know, have greater connection with yourself, but also how you can communicate your needs to others, where you might require some more love and support, okay? So admitting those vulnerabilities and seeing them also in a courageous way with strength is something that's going to bring you greater peace, okay? Because they might have been parts of yourself, this might be shadow work, parts of yourself you were pushing away, Leos, but now you're accepting and loving this vulnerability and working with it rather than against it, and that will bring more greater inner peace, okay? So let's go ahead and move forward to Pisces. So Pisces viewers, what would bring Pisces more peace at this time? We have express your joy, okay? So express your joy. Even if you're around people that like you know, are in a lower frequency or jealous or whatever, don't allow that to take away from your celebrations, from your joy, from your wins, right? From your triumph. So really express your joy, amplify it. I'm also getting like aligned with your joy, but I feel like there's a lot of energy moving through you, Pisces. And so the physical expression is really important. So however you express your joy, you know, it could be, yes, you speak it out, right? Or it could also be dancing. It can be some sort of movement that helps you to express your joy and just kind of really embody it at this time, because that's going to help raise your frequency. It's going to bring you greater peace, and it's also a form of spiritual protection too, right? Because you're in that higher frequency. And when you're in that higher frequency, it's more difficult for lower energies, lower frequencies to affect you here. So I'm getting you're aligning more so with your joyful timeline, your joyful experience. Okay, so express it, you know, express it and enjoy it and amplify it. All right, let's go ahead to Cancer signs. What would help bring Cancer signs more peace at this time? Look forward. Give yourself things to look forward to, okay, is what I'm seeing here. Look forward. So if you find yourself, you know, drifting to the past, that might be taking away some of your energy. It might be making you a little sad, bringing up some density for you. And of course, there's a time and place for that. But right now, you know, in order to bring that peace, it's to come back to the present moment, right? And then focus on aligning with and taking that aligned action with what you want to create in your life moving forward, right? So planning things that you have to look forward to, even if you're going through challenges at this time, and maybe, you know, you're kind of struggling to find those blessings. Remember that you are magic and you create magic. So you can focus on what you want to create, what you want to build, what you want to bring in here, and give yourself something to look forward to, especially if you felt like you've been kind of in stagnancy at this time. Okay, for some of you too, it might be unlocking more clairvoyant abilities, and that's something else that brings you peace, right? Because you're connecting in with your intuition and your confidence within your intuition. All right, for Scorpios, highest and best messages for Scorpios for bringing more peace into their life. Reach for the stars, okay? Go after your dreams. Align with, you know, and expand beyond what you thought was possible. Because what I'm getting here is there is a whole team with you, okay? There's a team with you, working with you to help you reach, you know, these I'm hearing lofty goals or dreams, right? So there's collaboration with Source, there's collaboration with your spiritual team, maybe your star family as well. Maybe in alignment with your destiny, with that star energy, right? But reach for the stars, expand. Okay, expand and listen into, you know, your heart space here for that. What is that desire? What is that dream? What is that goal, right? But there is this reach, there's this expansion, and it's going to create more space for higher frequency energy and more, I'm hearing, belief for you to see what is possible, you know, in these ways that you can stretch your wings, and these ways that you can create these miracles, in these ways that you can really expand into your spiritual gifts and power and alchemy. Okay, so that is what I have for you, Scorpios. Next, let's move to Taurus. So for my Taurus viewers, what would bring my Taurus viewers more peace at this time? We have make the necessary sacrifices. Okay, so if there's anything in excess, anything that was kind of sabotaging your success, it looks like you're going to be releasing that. Now that could be, again, like certain behaviors, right? Certain patterns that no longer serve you. It can be decluttering your space. But what it is it's all about alignment, okay? And looking at maybe what you've outgrown and embracing in a way that process of releasing, so that you can invite in more new aligned energy, right? Okay, whether this is a higher self that you're integrating in, or just higher frequency, more vibrational match experiences here, or a higher timeline, you know, it's important that you do release the old energy, the stagnant energy, or maybe even the old timeline, so that you can invite in these new blessings or this fresh energy. So what I'm getting is a lot of cluttered energy, whether that's within your field or within your physical space or both, right? To take that time to do that decluttering, that releasing, and those answers will come, that clarity will come, that, you know, the blessings will also come here too. Okay, so that is what I have for you, Taurus. Let's see for Capricorn. So for my Capricorn viewers, highest and best messages. What would bring my Capricorn viewers more peace at this time? We have wake up call. Okay, so what I sense here is something or someone's trying to get your attention here. It could be like your higher self, it could be your body, but there's some sort of change, an important change for you to make, one that is in alignment with your dreams, in alignment with your happiness. So connecting with that wisdom is going to be helpful and bring you peace, because I feel like you have been maybe pestered by this energy. Okay, it might be tapping you on the shoulder energetically. You might be seeing that like same like synchronicity about this, but it's trying to kind of prevent a tower from happening in your life. So instead of avoiding it, maybe opening up to the wisdom of what, you know, this message is about. Now, it could also, I'm seeing call in particular, be a specific calling that continues to call you, okay? And it gets louder and louder and louder is what I'm hearing. So it's some sort of spiritual calling, some sort of gift, talent, ability that you have to share with the world. And I feel like, you know, it's calling you to step forward here. And perhaps when you do embrace that, okay, when you do embrace shining brightly here, when you do embrace and align with this calling that brings you happiness and brings you success, it brings you greater peace. Okay, because some of you might have been playing a little small, and you might, you know, your soul has been maybe wanting to expand a little bit more, okay, or to expand more into what you enjoy. All right, let's go ahead and get a message for Virgos. What would bring Virgos greater peace at this time? Highest and best messages. What would bring Virgos greater peace at this time? Okay, we have forgive and forget. Now, what I get about this card is forgiveness is important because it releases that cord to that past, or that cord to that person or that situation. And it's about your inner peace, right? So there's some unforgiveness that you may have towards yourself or towards another that it's important to release. And with this forget, it's not about forgetting and just letting that person back into your life, or, you know, it's not about spiritual bypassing with that forget. What I'm getting with this forget message, it's don't focus on that anymore. Focus on what your joy, what you want to create, what you want to bring forward. Of course, there is a space and time to dive deep into sometimes the past energy, or sometimes what you want to clear and release, right? But this is more about aligning with your happiness, your higher timeline, releasing yourself from this lower frequency energy so that you can move forward and create your narrative from a place of empowerment, okay? So it's almost like forget or release this old narrative, and that's going to bring you peace, okay? All right, let's go ahead and get Libra. So for my Libra viewers, highest and best messages. What would bring my Libra viewers greater peace at this time? Beautiful. We have focus on success. Okay, focus on success. No matter how small, no matter how tiny that step forward that you took, or that 10% leaning more into that manifestation and what that would feel like to experience. Focus on your success, because you're going to amplify it, okay? That beautiful energy is going to then surround you and going to attract in more success, okay? So this is cheering yourself on. This is, attention goes where energy flows, okay? So focusing on your success, don't focus on how far you have to go, focus on what you have already created, okay? And taking those steps forward and having patience with yourself too, okay? But focus on that success. Maybe write it down, just like we had the counting your blessings for the Aries message, writing down those blessings. Focus, write down that success, okay? And see yourself as successful here, okay? Visualize yourself. what energy are you in? You know, what effect do you have, right? Like, what is your body language? Do you have a smile on your face? Do you have, you know, a soundtrack to, you know, your success playing in the background? But focus on your success and your successful self, okay? That is what is coming through here. That's going to bring you greater peace, okay? Let's go ahead and see for Gemini. So for my Gemini viewers, what would bring my Gemini viewers greater peace at this time in their life? We have go with the flow. So there may be a lot of change happening right now. There may be some things happening that are outside of your control. Now remember, you know, the intention of tapping into this energy is what is within our control, right? And it can be your perspective with what is flowing, what is changing, learning how to trust in the universe, trust in yourself, okay? Trust in your higher self to guide you here, okay? For some of you, this could be with a relationship, going with the flow, surrendering a little bit, allowing this person to lead if you feel this is someone who, you know, is a healthy and wonderful leader here, and allowing yourself to kind of relax back into your feminine energy. That's another message here that will bring you peace, is relaxing into your feminine energy. But trying not to control everything that's outside of your control, basically, is what's coming through here, Gemini. So go with the flow, relax, put on some nice relaxing music. You know, I'm seeing somebody like floating on an inner tube, like on a lazy river. You know, maybe you need to spend some time in water and just kind of floating and practicing surrendering. Okay, that might be something that would be helpful for you, Geminis, but that is what I'm seeing for you. All right, let's go ahead and finish with Aquarius. So for my Aquarius viewers, what would bring my Aquarius viewers greater peace at this time? Okay, we have reevaluate your priorities, and this is exciting because this lets me know that, you know, you're evolving and growing, and you've outgrown maybe certain priorities. You know, maybe it's time to prioritize yourself, your happiness, your success. With all this golden energy, it could be your divinity, right? Your divine path, whatever it is for you, but taking time to reevaluate your priorities, look at what you're pouring your energy, time, and effort into. Is it giving back to you? Is it draining you? If so, make those adjustments, and that's going to bring you greater peace. And I feel like when you write these things down, when you reevaluate your priorities and you have these new set of priorities, you're going to step back, you're going to look at it, and you'll be like, wow, I'm definitely evolving and growing here. And you're going to receive so much insight and fulfillment from observing those changes and observing those shifts that are happening within you. So that is what I have. Receive what resonates, release what doesn't. I'm going to continue with the Soul Contract series. Thank you so much for joining me. And for those of you enjoying the Soul Contract series, you know, I appreciate that. Thank you so much. And I think we're continuing with Taurus. All right, so I'll see you then. Take the best care of yourself, and I'll see you soon.